This whole song, if y'all don't mind, I'm just going to pull up the video because the lyrics are phenomenal. But God, watching her present this as just like a mob boss in the back of a car, I'm just sitting here listening to the lyrics with you guys. Like, I've genuinely just been sitting at my desk like, I can't interrupt her right now, but this is just so fucking good. The lyrics to this song, dude, every time I listen to this song, I swear to God, I hear something new. And this time, the lyric I heard was, burnt out by 36, why did you wake me up for this? And oh my God, there's a lyric video for Buckle. It's literally the first one. Should we listen to that? What a good way to wake up this morning. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Thoroughly Florenced. Here's the rest of the album. I hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday morning. It is. Yeah, it's Saturday. Thank you for watching me literally every day. I appreciate you. I'm on sun duty. I'll take it, dude, 100%. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I feel really good that none of us really liked school activities, to be honest. We did them, but we did not enjoy them. It was mostly just my mom being like, you need to be social and you need to do out of school activities. And we were just like, ugh. The moment I could get a job, I did. I wanted a job and I wanted the fuck away. Like, I don't know. I just didn't want to hang out with high school kids any more than I had to. And the people that wanted to, the people that were like, you know what? How long is a school day? 6, 8 hours, 23 hours? The 23-hour school day isn't enough. Think I'm going to sign up for 3 hours of football after school. What? Ew. You want to hang out with teachers and students more? I was like, do you know you don't have to do that and you can get paid? And so I went and got a job. And I've been fucking working ever since. Happy Samhain. I mean, completely understandable, to be honest. But seriously, I don't expect anybody to watch me even more than one day in a row, let alone 10. That's insane, and I appreciate you. I was a band geek. I think I've told Vissy this before, but my band was so fucking small. It was literally one student per instrument. And that was it. And when I moved to that school, I was like, no. And I took piano lessons instead. Like that, it was literally like a 7-person band. Tiny, tiny school, but like. Whereas I feel like if it was a bigger, like a normal, like not as big as your school, Vissy, but like a bigger school, a normal, like a mid-sized school or whatever, and I could be like lost in a crowd a little bit and not just be like the only clarinet player, I think I would have probably stayed in band. Being first chair is enough. And like the anxiety of like, you're the only clarinet player because that's the school size. But I loved band. I mean, that's why I went and did piano and opera lessons because I still love music. Students, I don't like them. They're not my favorite. Oh my God, Vissy, I'm almost half a bowl in. Would you like to catch up? Would you like to Viata said it great yesterday because Zach came on stream super early because we did his zombie makeup. And he was like, have you smoked yet? Like, are you okay? And Viata was like, excuse me, we're just getting to baseline. Katsumoshi! I was thinking about you the other day. How are you? I don't know why. You just popped into my head randomly. I hope you're doing well. We had about 130 the first year our school opened. Even my big school didn't have that many, I don't think. I think our band was like around 60 kids when I was like in the Seattle area. Good. Alive. That's good. Oh my God. I ground weed before stream this because I knew that would happen. It was already happening. That's just the way. I mean, Tammy can't attack knives anymore. By the way, Vissy, I'm obsessed with this lip balm. It smells so good. Clarinet is the Temu of band instrument source. I'm also a band geek. Were you also a clarinet? Because Vissy was and will fight. Do you want to fight? I'm not saying I enjoyed the clarinet, but I'll fight. Vissy's clarinet was as tall as me, and my clarinet was as tall as her. That's real, though, and that's funny. That's funny. Cheers. Brass was my favorite. You know what sucks, Boulder? I don't know if this happened to anybody else, but where I went to school, where I went to like elementary school, that's where it was in the Seattle area, so bigger schools. And they started you in band like in elementary school if your parents could bring you to school like an hour before school started. And it was like days of the week. So like on Mondays, it was brass instruments. On Tuesdays, it was woodwinds. On Wednesdays, it was, I don't remember the actual days. This is elementary school. I'm old. But it was something like that. And the only day a week that my mom didn't work that she could take me to school was motherfucking woodwind day. And I thought flutes were stupid. So I did the clarinet. Because clarinet was better, Katie. The wet reed smell still haunts me. I wanted to do drums and sax. It's literally what I wanted to do so bad. I could probably learn sax fairly easily because I think it's a similar situation. But that's what I wanted to do, and it just wasn't on my day that I could go, and it sucked. Oh, just for a couple years, Viata, so you never heard good clarinet. I hate the term wet reed smell. Oh my God, did you play a reed instrument, Kills, or is it just gross to you? Because it's as gross as it sounds. Reed instruments literally have a disposable reed in the mouthpiece that you have to take out and change every day if you, like, I don't know, as often as you possibly can. Because literally you suck on it to get it all gross, and then you put it into the instrument, and that's what makes the sound. That's literally what you're blowing on is a fucking piece of reed, and the smell from like human spit, saliva drying in a piece of wood, and then just like blowing into it and spitting it, and like the mouthpiece of woodwinds, literally you have to crack it off and go, and a loogie will just fly out of it because spit accumulation from just like you blowing in it. So that reed is just sitting in that. The floor of a band room, spit. Spit. Tell me I'm wrong. It's spit. It's people going, spit. It's so gross. There's nothing romantic about it. It's so gross. It is, but sax was on a different day for some reason. The woodwinds day was only flutes, piccolo, and clarinet. And maybe there was like an oboe or something really randomly because that person's parents had an oboe or something. We're talking fifth and sixth grade here, my dudes. We're a bit off, so forgive me. Saxes were not on my day. I know that because I wasn't allowed. I couldn't play it and I wanted to. You have to moisten it. I became Squidward. I hate that. Like what I've realized in the past year of my life is that my introspection is terrible. I've always viewed myself as like a very happy, cheery, bubbly person. And what I've learned in the last year is that I turned into Rabbit from Winnie and the Pooh. I'm a Link from Rhett and Link. I'm Squidward. I became Squidward. My whole life I thought I might be like at least half a SpongeBob. I'm just a grumpy slut. Whoops. We kept reeds till they cracked. Yeah, that was basically it. So the reed was a little bit thicker at one end and then basically was shaved to be like the thinnest paper thin. And that was the part that like made the sound. And that part would split eventually. Yeah. Oh my God, the bass clarinet have to take the neck off and pour it out of the S-shaped neck. You literally had to pour. I mean, it's no better than me going, but like, you had to. It's so gnarly. And have you ever thought about this, Vissy? Like someone played that and poured their shit out before you. And someone is using it now and probably pouring their shit. Like how much spit has been poured out of that instrument by different people? Was yours brand new? Okay, then people have used it since though, right? Like it's out there. It's not burned or anything. So other people are pouring out of your poor receptacle. It's like a community spittoon. So gross. The amount of spit that would come out of my trombone. Trombones, I think, are another bad one. And I think, do trumpets get pretty spitty? Oh my God, you're bass clarinet Eskimo sisters. You are. Like if a dick was sucked by both of you, it wouldn't know the difference. Wait, No, that didn't make sense. I think I'm officially just high. No, that didn't make any sense. I'm high now. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God. Eskimo is a word we don't use anymore. You know what's crazy? This is one of those moments where the term, like, first off, where the fuck did the term Eskimo brothers come from? Like, that just means you fucked the same person, right? Yeah. No, me neither. This is something real. Well, I know now. This is something really recent. I mean, I'm sure it's not recent. It's just recent to us dumb whiteys. But this is why electric callboy is called electric callboy. They used to be called Eskimo callboy. But the people of northern Canada / the people we called Eskimos are like, hey, that's actually like a racist term people just came up for us. It's kind of like calling natives redskins. It's like we just kind of put up with it, but if you would like to actually acknowledge our tribes and the people that we are, you could stop using that term. So Eskimo callboy was like, you know what? We're going to rebrand into electric callboy because holy shit. But I've never even, like, it's one of those terms where I didn't even break it apart into, like, there's that word in it. Why is that in that Eskimo brother, sister? Like, why? I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Viata, for the reminder. But yeah, seriously, they're like, is it Inuit? They have a term that they're like, you know, it's a case of white people imposing on another nation of people. Like, this is how we're going to refer to you. And those people were like, we have a word for ourselves. And we were like, can't hear you, la, 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 because white. I don't know. That seems to be the only thing that, like, the common denominator. And exactly, it's another case of colonization. Yeah, but I learned via people on stream as well, and I still forget, so I appreciate when people remind me. The new video is disturbing. The amount of eye contact in it is like an autist's worst fucking nightmare. It's so much dead eye contact. It's a lot. Electric Callboy is how I found out, yeah. It's strange. The song seems fun. What? We never do that. Right. I'm just glad that we're more of an, we live in more of a global society so I can learn that shit. Because, like, my parents, for instance, they still throw around the word for Romanis all the fucking time. And, like, how many years now have we known that they're like, we don't really like that word? You could stop. Probably. I can't get past either of them with weird naked faces. I don't know what it is, but I hate it. It reminds me of the episode in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when Charlie shaves, like, looks like he's bald. He looks like he has alopecia or something. I don't like it. Something's wrong. I don't know what happened. We do it for everything. Wait, what do you do for everything, Spurp? Oh, I'm absolutely positive, Mish. Yeah. Who hasn't TLC fucking exploited? You know, they're not even called the Learning Channel anymore. They're literally just TLC and it stands for nothing because they literally stand for nothing and they teach nothing. Isn't that weird? What a weird time to be alive. I literally can't watch it due to eye contact. I wonder if it can be useful diagnostically since I know folk who work with kids on the spectrum. I wonder. I mean, I just look away. I look at you guys and I look at chat and I can break away from it, but that dead eye contact really makes me uncomfortable. I know we joke and we laugh about it and everybody's like, oh my God, can't get over it. It makes me so uncomfortable. It's why I shift my eyes away from the camera. Like, I wonder how many seconds I can actually hold with you guys, but I have to start looking at something. I have a lot of shit on the wall behind you and it just gives me shit to look at while I'm talking because I don't know. There's something about it that's like, it's a threat. And then there's my dogs who are like deep into my soul all the time. And I'm like, stop staring at me. They're like, I really like the song though. Such a shame there's no video. I know. Crazy. Weird. Where language is different, we make our own word. Oh, 100%. I kind of love that. As opposed to like commandeering, like in English, we just commandeer a word and say it different. But like, it's kind of like literally this is abusive relationship 101. Someone takes something and goes, I'm going to call you this. And that something is like, actually, my name is this. And that person's like, I'm going to call you this. It's a way of separating someone from their original identity. And that's literally like abusive relationship 101. And that's kind of what white people like to do with like anything different ever. And when Bravo aired operas and when MTV played music, I was there for those too. I remember those days. It's funny that the English language works the same way English imperialism did in the Age of Sail. Dude, it's so, what's the word? Systemic? 100%. It's funny, like, ha ha ha, we are laughing. Ooh, I won't put it up because I know we all hate eye contact, but I'm going to take a peek-sees at the link and see what video it is. I'm just going to show you this. He never moves. He never moves. I don't even think he blinks. He's a cardboard cutout. Good. Is he doing it as a joke or is he like having a panic attack? Because am I laughing at someone panicking? Because I too have panicked and blacked out in interviews. Is he okay? It's a joke. All right, cool. So we can laugh. As long as I'm not laughing at someone who's actually having a hard time, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't want to laugh at someone. He lives, so I think it's, oh shit, you're right, if they're here to laugh with us today. Is he laughing? Panicked and blacked out is the only way I do interviews. Dude, same. Oh my God. I can only remember one podcast I've ever been a part of, and I've been invited to so many. What the fuck is that? Hard same. I literally like, okay, I'm so comfortable and ready. Like, these are people I know. Interview away. Fast forward 4 hours. Thanks, Katie. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a great, like, what a fucking weird conversation we had today. And me just like, oh God, what have I done? Thank you. Who are you? Najio, cheers, honeybee, and happy Saturday. He did. I mean, he lived? Did he? We good? Like, literally, I went to that award ceremony years ago, and the only person I had the balls to walk up to was Sean Evans from Hot Ones, because he's like 5 feet tall. I don't know, you're less intimidating. And I was in heels and in that big, beautiful dress, and I walked up, and I have no idea what I said to him, but I think it was along the lines of, I like you. And then I just walked away. This is, you don't meet your heroes. I hope he doesn't remember that girl at the award ceremony. That fucking freaky tall bitch. That was Beck, seriously. Me, like, with a drink, like, Like you. Just wobble away because I can't walk in heels. And then I had to sit next to Terry Crews, whom I did not initiate with because scared. And I'm pretty sure he asked me questions and I just like, I know, right? It's so fucking crazy. What the fuck is wrong with me? If Terry Crews ever tells a joke about that bitch, I can't function. What up, Mag? How are you? I'm too feminine to function as far. Did I just fucking stab myself in the eye with my own hand? How's everyone doing? I think we're great. We're doing great. Someone probably came up to him after him like that. Who is that giantess? And he was like, I don't know, but she likes me. I'm the size of Brienne of Tarth. So if you put those next to each other, like that was the size difference. Terry Crews of all people seems like one of those guys who understands. I hope so, because I blacked out the entire thing. I couldn't even tell you what happened at that fucking ceremony. It was so weird. Like, Kathy Griffin was there. That was like me being on the same plane as Smashley twice. Yes. I was like, I swear I'm not stalking you. My tiny airport only flies to that airport. No, I think that's hilarious. She thought you were so sweet. Is it a bubble wrap day? Maybe, but for my own hands, I'm just going to keep my hands to myself today. They just need to stay tucked in. At least I'm not being eye level with the streamer's titties as they lean over you against the table when you have the intrusive thought to diddle the tittle. Dude, I have that all. You want to know my intrusive thought yesterday, Chris? Light Zach's beard on fire. Like, I picked up my lighter to take a hit, and he was just sitting in my chair, and my thought was, wouldn't it be funny if I just went, I didn't. Intrusive thoughts. We all have them. You know, my favorite is when people can't keep it to themselves. It's hilarious to me. I can't remember where I was. It was at TwitchCon somewhere. And I bent over something to pick something up, and I think it was Pods or someone was like, oh, I just want to attaboy so bad. And I was like, go ahead. And they did. But it's funny when it comes out, when you're just like, I gotta diddle a tittle. And they're like, I'm sorry, excuse me. And you're like, nothing. Quick, intrusive versus impulsive. Intrusive, I didn't do it. Impulsive, I did it before it. Or no, intrusive, I thought about it and maybe didn't do it. Impulsive, I did it and then thought about it. I think. At least for me personally. Because if it was I wouldn't, like, I don't have impulsive thoughts. I have impulsive actions. Like, this is a good example. So an intrusive thought is, if I meet you and you present as male, I immediately want to know if you're snipped or not. It's just absolute curiosity. I'm just like, what's going on down there? Because I'm a pervert. Impulsive, boys in basketball shorts on basketball courts and my eyes. Katie, stop staring. What? No. Does that make sense? The dworking's incredible. Dick physics are fascinating in basketball short material. And like a good 80% of the time I can see your religion through that material. I think of it as the equivalent of looking for nips when someone's clearly not wearing a bra. If I can see your penis head, I can see your penis head. There's no, like, I can see that. Calculated. I thought about it, decided I shouldn't do it, but then did it anyways. Ooh. Yeah. Balls are human lava lamps. I've said it for years. You're absolutely correct. They're incredible. If you've never watched your own testicles, they do move independently of each other. Like this. It is incredible. And if you want to know how, it's actually an abdominal muscle that drops down with your testicles when they drop. And do you want to know the name of that one abdominal muscle? It's what creates those fuck lines. What are those? Cum gutters or whatever? That muscle? I'm no joke. It's called the cremaster muscle. Which is why when you get kicked in the balls, you get a stomach ache. Because it's actually an abdominal muscle that is yanking those balls up to protect them. Cremaster. Look it up. Can't make that shit up. It's too good. Your cremaster muscle is responsible for your lava lamp ball sack. It's nuts! Science is amazing. Smashley is pretty fucking hot. She's stunning. Yeah, she's fucking hot. When I met Terry Crews, he knew my name before we were introduced. That's even creepier. And I was so confused because he did the PR thing where he acted like we'd already met. I called him on it later and he goes, I know, right? It's messed up. He feels like the absolute type to do that. I can absolutely see that happening. Because he must have known I was a nobody and he still went out of his way to talk to me. There was no communication back because I couldn't function as a human. But he seems like the type to just like, he's so normal, like freakishly normal for how like famous he is. I don't know. It's very odd. Why are we saying my nickname from college out loud? Wait, what was your nickname? Was it Rimshot? Stop it. Cremaster? Cremaster? So is the Cremaster above or below Clit Commander? I don't think clits have their own muscles, so I think it might be just... I mean, we don't have like you know what I'm saying? Humans are fascinatingly weird. They are. I love it. I love how weird we are. Twitch asking if I really want to post a message. That's new. Oh my God, River, it's been doing it to us forever. Can we get a daily cuntoning? Which is just me asking you to post the word cunt. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to post that? Yeah. And it'll just cleanse the system for the next 24 hours. You won't be warned about your language or whatever. Yeah, that's right, Barry. Lead the cunt into war. He kept his home in his heart. He did, dude. He's such a weirdly normal guy. Also, did you, like, Katsumishi, no shit. Was he not the most broad human you've ever come in contact with? Or have you met, like, a football player? He is a football player. Was he not the most broad human you've ever come in contact with? Like, from the side, he looks stacked. But when he turns towards you, he's just, like, so much more broad than me. He's a mountain of a human, yeah. Like, I don't think I've ever been around someone like that. I've never been around, like, a bodybuilder or something. And just, like, seeing how tight his suit was on these, like, he's got real 22s. That was bizarre. It's like being around a model, kind of. You're just like, wow, that's thin. But instead, you're just like, so the muscles. What is happening? It's bizarre. He's a huge human. Is it a very LA thing to, like, get to know people, like, know people's name before you get interviewed? Because that's creepy. Don't know why, but it's reminded me of a person I came across online that used testosterone cream to enlarge her clit and fuel her sex drive, and it was wild. Geck, I'm not saying you're into this, but if anyone's into that kind of thing, there's an entire subreddit dedicated to enlarged clitorises. I stumbled across it one day. I perused. It was interesting. It's very much a case of, like, is it a little dick? I think it's whatever you want it to be at that point. It's like that song, like, on the telephone, you can be whoever you want to be. It is. It's absolutely stunning. Like, I love that people take control of their bodies and do whatever they want to be whoever they want to be. Like, if you want a super big clit that you can feel between your legs, you do you, boo-boo, as long as it's not hurting anybody. Right, Omega? Like, we're such a, like, I know I can tell you guys that and no one's going to be weird about it because we're the kind of community that's like, sick. You're not hurting yourself, right? Cool. Have fun. It is, there's a lot of crossover with the bodybuilding community because I think there are some steroids out there that do cause, like, massive upticks in testosterone that can enlarge clits, I think. But again, that's what you want to do and you're not hurting yourself or anybody, you do you, boo-boo. I ain't out here to hate. It's a PR thing because when you have a handler, they're always with you. And when you're going to meet someone new, they have like a dossier on the person. Did Terry Crews have a dossier on me? Creepy. Hate that. What up, staging? Good morning, love. Her sex drive was borderline abnormally high. Like she was chasing. I believe that, and it's testosterone. Like the higher your testosterone is, the more you need to arrive. Come, if you will. Genuinely. And like higher testosterone can lead to enlarged clits. Like that all kind of checks out. Still cool, but like, wait, bodybuilders do steroids? Oh my God, Mag. I'm not like, I don't shame bodybuilders. Like, you do you, boo-boo. You're not hurting anybody else. Like, I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. If you, like, want to take a bunch of drugs to look like a monster. The world is really crazy right now. Like, just have your solace. Be your monster. I don't give a fuck. Oh, dear, I'm arriving. Yes, arrival is imminent. Oh, and I've arrived. We're Blake alert for applause, embracing all humans as long as causing no harm. Amen, floating phoenix. My mods and I will strive forever and always to maintain a community that is of that ilk. Like we only judge if you're hurting yourself or other people. So like there are steroids out there that fuck with your heart muscle. And in that case, I think you're being very irresponsible. Like you probably have family and people who love you and you're shortening your lifespan with that kind of shit. Like ephedrine, pre-workout, abusing pre-workouts, all that caffeine and stuff like that. Like I look down on that more than I do steroids, to be honest. Steroids, like sure, your nuts are going to shrink and shit. Whatever. Running made my butt flat. What are you going to do? I was at an awards show once and I knew an uncomfortable amount of information about the people to my left and right. Oh my God, Kat. So I didn't know the information, but I found out about it. Okay, so what is her name? Colleen. Oh God, I already forgot her name. She's the one that made the apology video that was the toxic gossip train. Because she like essayed an underage boy. Her sister sat next to me at that same awards show and like we got along pretty tight. She was pretty cool. She was actually like, it's so weird. It was so long ago. It was like pre-COVID, but she was like almost a completely different person. She's engaged to a woman now. And at the time she was engaged to a man. It was crazy. But I sat with her and she was really cool. And then right afterwards, all this shit went down with that Colleen shit. It was crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I met her sister and her sister was so nice. Awkward. I've arrived. How delightful. I have a sudden urge to dress up as a Bridgerton character with the clit talk. I've noticed I've been lurking here a lot lately ever since you were on RNG. Oh, Azaran, I adore your candor. Bless you. It's an honor. I'm sorry if I talk about how much I love nurses so much, but like you're gods and I love you so much. I worship nurses. So to be clear, we can take the heart enlarging stuff so long as we're alone and unloved. My gains need to know. Yeah, we should probably come up with some sort of like a questionnaire, like how many people love you? Is it 0 to 3? Or no, wait, would it be like less than 1? 0 to 3, 3 to 7, more than 12. And like that's like, all right, you are at the appropriate, you can fuck your heart now. So dark. In my case, it was like, this is so-and-so, and if you strike up a conversation, don't talk about relationships because she's in the middle of a very messy divorce with her husband. Got caught diddling kids. Oh, tea. Gross. I hope they went to jail. I love Arrival. It's such a good movie. Oh my God. The Arrival carriage scene. Oh my God. I'm arriving. Real talk facts, though. A CCR and Ditto, adore and appreciate you too. Everyone talks about docs, but PAs are badasses. Dude, that's one thing I didn't know. I mean, growing up in medicine, I knew a little bit, I guess, because my parents were RTs. Like, a shit ton. Just like, some of my earliest memories are sitting next to a fax machine under the counter in the department. And my mom, like, charting on, like, an early 90s type of computer, but also having the clipboard doing the double charting, and me sitting by her legs. Like, it's crazy. I grew up in the hospital. But even me doing that and then starting to work in the hospital, I was so acutely unaware of how many amazing specialties you can go into that, like, had I known, I probably would have gone into a lot of other things. Like, I have friends that went into anesthesia and they're bored out of their fucking minds because they just didn't know. None of us know. Until you're, like, in it. No one in school tells you about the cool stuff. They're just like, nurse, respiratory therapy. That's it. It's kind of a bummer. I hope people have more exposure, especially because, like, I feel like there's a lot of medical professional exposure on the internet now. Like, there's a lot of people just making cool accounts where they disprove bullshit on TikTok and stuff like that. So people are learning about cool specialties as opposed to just knowing, like, scrubs mean nurse. It's not a bad thing, but there's so many things you can do with that. Dude, I started in my 20s as well, but it was at such a small little community hospital. This was like in the early 2000s, but it was such a small community hospital. We still did paper charting. We did double charting, paper and computer charting, because they didn't trust the computers yet. It was pretty hilarious. I'm trying to think. I think it was Cerner was the charting program, which I don't even know. I'm pretty sure almost the entire West Coast is on Epic now. Because it's great, to be fair. Like, being able to communicate charting with other hospitals and, have adequate charting between them is just a fucking miracle, and Epic does that. I don't think anybody's on Cerner anymore, but I hate it too! But I do like that people can't trick me anymore and that I can look at the charting of other hospitals. I do like that. When you start a hospital, you realize how many specialties are out there. Mine was blown. So many doors opened to mine. So many. Like, I went and started specializing in ECMO and shit like that. I didn't even know what ECMO was. Had no idea. I mean, literally, most people still don't know what it is unless you're fortunate enough to work at a big enough hospital that they can afford ECMO, endocorporeal membrane oxygenation. It's when we bypass your heart. It's crazy. Crazy. Thinking of moms studying, I remember my mom practicing her typing skills on actual typewriters. Dude, I remember using, like, word processing machines, and you'd have to put a towel over your hands, and you'd have, like, the little flip book up on a stand, and you'd... couldn't watch your hands, and that was, like, how they proved you weren't looking at your hands to type or whatever. I still suck at typing, by the way. None of that did anything. What up, Javi? How are you, love? What can one do with a mechanical engineering background? I dated an electrical engineer. I don't know. There's too many types of engineers. I don't. What does that mean? I have no idea. Mechanical things. That's a stupid answer. I have no idea. I knew a lot of that because I'd been in the hospital a lot as a kid. Cancer. Oh my God. Lucky to be alive and again in my 20s. Now again, just recently. Fuck cancer. Oh my God. Massively fuck cancer. We actually have people in our community actively going through fucking cancer as well. It's terrible. It's fucking horrible. One of my favorite people beat brain cancer. There's one gray hair just sticking out of my head. Brain cancer a few years back, and it's just, my mom had cancer and my dad died of cancer. Fuck cancer. I just don't get it. The best people. I'm so sorry if any of you ever have to deal with that shit. Engineer just means you make things work, and whatever word is before it is the type of thing you make work. Oh, what's the difference between electrical and electronic? Is one more theory and one more like the physical, corporeal, like physical, not corporeal, the physical, like tangible, like building circuit boards and shit? Both my parents died of cancer. Fuck cancer, yeah. Big, hardcore fuck cancer. Shit is absolutely... Killed my dad, tried to take my mom. Fuck cancer on such a massive scale. It's the fucking worst. My dad's going through treatment. I'm so sorry. Mike. Massively fuck cancer. This is when you wish, like I have moments where I'm like, man, magic or something. I don't know. One needs electricity. The other is all about electricity. Oh, one needs electricity. One makes the electricity, maybe. One's delivery of power on the grid. The other is small devices. Interesting. I dated an electrical. I just couldn't remember. I can't remember the difference. He regretted. Was he electrical or electronic? He did whatever the one was where you build circuit boards and shit like that. But he regretted doing it. He wished he had done the other one because he could have made more money or something like that. I don't remember. It's been years. My parents are evil, so they're going to live forever, as is apparently tradition. 100%. Evil people live forever. It's the worst. Yeah, no, 100. It's the worst. My Luke metastasized in my brain in my 20s when I was super sick. Oh my God. And was told it was over. One failed stem cell transplant. Got lucky. Had a second and made it. Same shit happened just at the beginning of this year without metastasis. 2 stem cell transplants. Oh my God. Women in STEM. People in STEM, we should say. 2 stem cell transplants, but I'm 10 months out now. No sign of cancer. Fuck yes. Just going back to normal now that blood counts are up. Fuck yes. Been going to sports games and concerts. Fuck yes. Stay safe. Wash your fucking hands. You know people are disgusting. Disgusting. We had a pandemic and people still don't wash their hands in public bathrooms. Insane. I'm so happy you're still with us. You do? Good. I mean, I assume you do. It's like, you know, I know you do the same thing. It's like, I feel like if I don't say it, so I just always, please be safe. I assume people are smarter than that and you take care of yourself. I legit don't even go in those bathrooms. It's literally unsafe. I've been traveling a lot and going to like hotels and shit like that and airports, and I can't help but clock it. At least half the people do not wash their hands. Or you want to know my favorite? I literally witnessed it recently. It was at the airport, I want to think. A lady had her phone in her hand, comes out of the bathroom stall with her bag, parks it, turns the faucet on, does a one hand, keeps phone in one hand, does a tinkle, 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 turns the faucet off, and leaves. What's that? Why did you even do it? Was it because I was there? Was it for looksies? Because what? No soap. No other hand. Just tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. She did the tinkle, tinkle you do in the kitchen when you're just going between, like, you cut up some garlic and your fingies are sticky and you want to use the spoon to stir something. And so you go do the little tinkle, tinkle under the water so you can use the spoon and not make the spoon all garlicky. She did like that in a public bathroom of an airport. This is not safe. People don't even cover their fucking mouths. It drives me insane. No, they absolutely. I mean, the amount. I saw strangers sharing drinks on an airplane I was on recently. Like, there was a group of people who just, like, started getting along and socializing on the plane, which is always super fun because, you know, they're never going to fucking shut up. And they were, like, turning around and talking to each other over the back of their seats and getting to know each other and whatnot. And they literally were like, oh, my God, I ordered the rosé. Do you want to taste it? Girl, you fucking know I do. Complete strangers. Just, like... And I turned to Zach and I was like, this is how COVID happens. I know I say that all the time as a joke, but like, that's literally it. What are you doing? Did you not lose anybody? Like, what happened? Did you black out? People talk on airplanes. Oh my God, have you never been around the random group of youths who just get along because they're kind of drunk? So they just cackle. I know I'm a crotchety old bitch. I know I turned into Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh. I'm well aware, but like I hate when people force their joy on me. Moderate your laughter. I would take a screaming baby any day over this random cackle group, because screaming baby, the baby is probably in pain. It's probably sinuses because you're in an airplane. The baby has no idea what's going on. The parents are doing their best. Like, I actually do not fault that situation. I feel bad for parents that have to travel with infants and children. Like, that sucks. Especially with babies that can't speak and say, like, ow. I was a kid that got massive sinus pressure in my head traveling, and I would just start to cry because I didn't know the words to tell anybody what was going on. I would just, like, feel like lightning was in my head. And my mom and dad would do everything they possibly could. My mom, dad was dead, but, you know, she did everything she could to try to calm me down. Like, but the cackling adults, you know better. I'm reading a book. Shut up. They're like hyenas, and I like hyenas. You want to know a fun hyena fact? All hyenas have penises. and they live in mainly matrilineal societies because a lot of the time giving birth, they hemorrhage because they have to give birth through a penis. So a lot of the moms accidentally die. So like all the moms nurse all the pups, all the moms take care of all the pups, and they use the men just for sexual purposes and then kick them out. The men just wander the deserts alone. Amazing. Hyenas. My first flight from here to Chicago, I was sitting in front of two old racists. Ooh! Becoming best friends the entire 2-hour flight, would not shut up. See? That random couple of people that you're just like, God damn it, how did you get seated together? I mask up, put in earbuds, fuck off. You know what I noticed is I have to wear headphones. Earbuds don't cut it. People do not respect an earbud. Or they don't see it or something because I'm tall, but headphones, like, not only do I have noise canceling so I can't hear you, but if I do hear you, I do this slow turn, like. Oh my God, no. Was that her costume this year? I saw some post that was going over her costumes in history, like the Worm and E.T., Heidi Klum. Oh my God. Is she Medusa or a Naga? I'm into it. What the fuck, though? It's insane what they turn her into. It's literally insane. That's so fucking cool. Obnoxiously large headphones that are some other color than your head are the only way to go. They're the only thing, like something like this. This is ridiculous to carry in public. But I have portables like this to carry in public just because it's the only visual signal. It's like, I'm not open for business right now. Unless it's an emergency. Like, I'm always there to help somebody. She looks like a Naga, like with the snake hair. Because wasn't Medusa just a Gorgon or something? Which is basically a human with snake hair. Racism, fuck that. It's legit just science. It's melanin. It's cool. It's fascinating. Body's chemistry changing over time to protect itself from the elements. How can you hate on that? A lot of us were not raised by people who were smart. That's what I've learned in life. It's really weird. I'm really grateful that I was raised by like just science people. Even my dad, though, he was a raging alcoholic. I was raised by scientists. Look how good he looks. No red marks. That shit came off so well. We used makeup remover and then, oh, you feel so soft though. It exfoliated the shit out of your skin. Feel your face. You're buttery. He's so buttery. Oh my God, that's crazy. But yeah, the makeup came off really well in the shower. I'm grateful I was raised by scientists because I actually have a story about that. When I was a kid, I was like 6, I think, because 5 or 6. I was real little, but my dad was alive. Sorry, that's the timeline. My dad died when I was 7. So I know before 7 years old. But I was like verbal and thinking. And my mom got a call from my Sunday school, Catholic Sunday school, because I asked the Sunday school teenagers why Jesus was white. Because my mom taught me that the closer to the equator you are, the darker you are. Because the sun, you need protection from the sun. In baby words, dark skin means protection from the sun. And you're pointing to me where Jesus is on a map, and that's real close to the fucking equator. How come he's white and blonde on this huge mural that was like in the basement of the church, which is always the creepiest place to put Sunday school. Put the children in the basement? Okay. But there was like a mural down there of white blonde Jesus, like, you know, with the arms open and all the kids and lambs and shit. But he was white, blonde, blue-eyed Jesus. And I just asked. That was it. My mom literally, she was like, you just asked. That was it. You asked why. And they called my mom to tattle on me, and my mom started taking us to a Lutheran church instead. She was like, well, we're just not going to go to that one anymore. But I'm glad I was taught, I mean, literally just facts by my parents. It wasn't magical shit. It was just like, the closer you are to here, you need protection from the sun. And the melanin that makes you look darker protects you from the sun. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that just made sense. And it's proven pretty, like, you look at the equator, like, kind of checks out. How dare you think for yourself? They don't like that. They try to get rid of you as soon as possible when you're a little kid.
Hail Satan, motherfuckers. Especially when you think for yourself. Yeah, cheers to the scun.
Hail this, hail the sun, the scun. I'm glad. I don't remember this, but I do remember, like, I used to go to the Catholic church. My mom would go to the Catholic church, and then we would go to the Sunday school underneath in the basement, which was creepy. And then all of a sudden, I started going to the Lutheran church with my friend Kim's mom. And my mom just stopped going to church because she was running a motel and my dad was dying, so, like, she couldn't go anymore. But yeah, we just started going to a Lutheran church, and the Lutheran church was so much more fun. Like, not only was Sunday school not in a basement, it had windows, but we got to watch Animal Planet shows. It wasn't Animal Planet, it was whatever the equivalent of, like, it wasn't Zaboomafoo, I'm older than that, but it was like videotapes of animals and stuff. And they would talk about how, like, it was God's planet or something, but it was animals. So I was like, whales or whatever. That's what got me. It was animals and stuff. It was so much cooler. We did arts and crafts. Why are you like this every day? Why are you like this? That's the man that has lived here your whole fucking life. Ah! Be smarter. Every day. Sorry, my dog's back there just barking. It's fine. Praise the sun. That's what I was thinking. Praise the scun, though. I feel like it's so weird. You know when you're really in, like, how do I say? You know when you're really enveloped in a game you're currently playing? Like if you're playing Dark Souls, for instance, you're just like, you wake up thinking about it, you go to sleep thinking about it. So something Zach's been doing is he's watching Dark Soul, like, bingo runs. I don't even know how to explain that. I think it's a GDQ thing, but it's basically people try to do things that are on a bingo card in Dark Souls against each other to try to do it fastest, either to get a bingo or to fill out most of the card or something like that. He watches those while I'm sleeping really, really quietly. And it is slowly, like, osmosis brainwashing my brain into thinking I've been playing Dark Souls. Why do coins keep dropping in this cup? What is happening? What are those? What are those? Why are ass pennies falling in my cup? In my Sunday school, they just told us to be quiet and watch VeggieTales. I didn't hear about VeggieTales until way later. I don't know if my school just didn't know about it. I know it existed by then, but we never saw VeggieTales. We watched, like, the weird Christian versions of Zaboomafoo and shit. I don't make the rules. I'm just a pretend mod. You're not a pretend mod. You would know how to mod if something terrible happened. Learning Zeke is where you are. I didn't know until yesterday, today, and I'm putting it together, who I think I recognize. I'm so glad you're on RNG. It's been a lurky few weeks. Thank you. You're just impressive and fun. So glad and embarrassed for breaking lurk at full force today. Oh my God. Don't be embarrassed. I mean, if you've been lurking long enough, you've heard me say at least once, this is a place where you don't have to say hi, you don't have to say bye, and you never have to interact. Because that's my dream social space. Like, I can interact if I want, but I can also sit quietly in a corner and not mask, and no one will ask me, hey, Katie, you seem quiet today. What's going on? I can, like, not wear makeup, and no one asks if I'm sick. That's the space we need in our life. We desperately need those spaces because, man, I know I'm not the only one that has gotten all of those comments their whole life. Because we mask hard. We're out there just like having a great time. And eventually we break down and we're tired and we just go. And everyone in our immediate space goes, wow, what happened to Katie? Your mood flipped. I'm tired and you've lost personality privileges. Take me home. All the fucking time. We need a space where that doesn't happen. You can just, I can't be quiet either. If I'm quiet, something's wrong. And then people in my family would start gossiping about me. Like in front of me. Like blatantly, like, wow, Katie sure is with it today, isn't she? Kind of full of herself. And I'm like sitting at the other side of the table, like eating dinner, like, what the fuck am I being actively bullied while I'm eating? Like, I'm just not talking with my mouth full, which I would also get bullied for. Like, what's happening? It was very bizarre to the point where it's just like, I'm having such a good time. I had such a good day at school. Thank you so much for asking. What a unique question, parental units. Guess I'm just going to go to bed because it's 8:30 and I'm super tired. Oh my fucking God. These people apparently love me. Oh my God. Oh my God. my God. And then you just go to bed. It's so exhausting. Don't do this to your kids. The mental breakdown is otherworldly, but it's like every day. I just kind of like gave myself a little bit of a whoo with the hyperventilating, but wow. It's so fucking real. I feel like I've been that a few days, Stage, and I completely get it. I'm sorry you feel that way. I went to confirmation class because my grandfather wanted me to, but I caught them in a couple of logical contradictions, and there wasn't anything that I could get elsewhere. I never got confirmed. I don't know if I was confirmed, but I definitely went through like confirmation. Like we went through doing like altar boy shit. And eventually ate the cracker and drank the wine, and I just don't know if I don't remember. I was baptized. They have those pictures. If something terrible happened, I'd panic, close the window after banning the entire chat, including myself and somehow you. Imagine if you could pull that off, though. That's okay. Barry's here. He'll save me. I encourage it floating. I always have. I'm a lurker. I'm queen lurker. I say hi, and then I go do stuff, usually while I'm listening to stream. I enjoy lurking. It's like stress-free socialization. They say, like, the most precious people in your life are the ones that you can sit quietly with, but neither of you feel, like, guilty, or you don't feel, what's the word? Responsible for entertaining the other person. And yet people will shame lurking. Like, what is that if not being comfortable with someone and just being comfortable? Like, the streams I hang out in are the ones I'm comfortable that I can walk away from my keyboard and not be judged.
And hail the dankest of lords, hail Satan. I know. She's fucking unbothered.
The other one's under my arm right here. I'm just trying to ignore him. She good. Oh, wow. Trick just went up and took her spot. Oh, she's under me. Okay. All right. We're fine. You can't see him, but that glow right there, that's like his collar, I think, or something, or his eye. It's so dark back there. I still feel like an outsider in most streams, especially as someone who really doesn't game that much. I feel the same, but I feel that way because I'm not a chatter. And so I feel kind of like outside a lot of communities, because a lot of communities very, very, very much focus on the people chatting at any given time and, stuff. I don't know. This is just personal. I feel like there's a lot of, when I try to find new streamers and shit, or like new communities and just like trying to spread my web of friendship, I feel like there's a lot of communities that are just like, not purposefully, but they end up, probably because it feels safe to them and it feels good, they end up very cliquey. I never ever want that. Like, I think myself and my mod team are all very much on the same, there's these fucking pennies again. Same card when it comes to like, we don't do that. We want to be as welcoming as possible to good people. I hate that cliquey shit. Where like, if you don't know everybody and you don't like know the lingo or whatever, or the good, I don't know. There's just like a feel to it. Exactly. They don't mean to do it. I'm not pointing fingers like, oh my God, but it's like, I think it's a safe space for them. And that's fine. Like, it works for them, but it doesn't feel like, I don't really want to say hi. I don't know. Stajan, use some like aromatherapy if you have pretty soaps. I know that sounds lame, but it always makes me feel better. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's so fucking dark in here. People think I'm petting nothing. There is a dog here. It's just like, it's October dark in the house. They just play and talk games. Yeah. I get that. I feel like I've doomed myself by being a variety streamer for the rest of my life, because I just What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Huh. I am. He's right here. You just can't see him because it's October dark in... What the fuck is going on? Penis. That is all. Most of the time. Thank you for the watch streak, and I appreciate you. Don't you dare say hi in Smashly or Jade's chat, because I will fuck you up. Does rating count as saying hi? No, I have no alerts either. I'm gonna go look. Weird. There are several communities that know me as a floater that gets around, so like a little poop. That's all that sounded like. So I don't feel too uncomfortable just popping in randomly. I hope that's how I feel I am, is I pop in randomly, but I hang out for so long, I just don't talk after I say hi. My cup is just busy as fuck, and I don't know why. My cup eth running over. I'm looking. Recent events. Nothing. Huh. Muy interesante. Yeah, we fall back tonight, which means we lose an hour of sleep. Is that it? We lose an hour of sleep or whatever. The darkness comes. We hate it. Did you just try to lick my mouth? You're so sneaky. Yes. Oh, we gain sleep? Yay! I'm gonna gain the darkness anyways. Living in the mountains, we live in darkness. You're such a good boy. Okay. You don't have to do that. Thank you. You're such a good boy. It's darkness here too. Like, it feels like I have windows open. It's just fucking dark in here. It's just really, really overcast outside. Did you shed on me? That's your one shed for the week. You're done now. Shit, it's a Saturday. You can shed tomorrow. What did you get on me? Can I help you? You're just... See, it's the only thing I can make eye contact with is my dog, and he can stare at me forever. He loves eye contact. It's very odd. She did, in fact, mention it during... She mentioned it the moment we ran into each other at the partner party or whatever. She was like, one of your mods was on my flight and said hi. And I was like, oh, which one? It was very exciting. Literally, he just stares at me like... But he'll do it forever, and I don't want you to lick my mouth, but thank you. What do you need help with? I'll help you. I think he does this every day at the same time because he dances right the fuck on my bladder. You know I have to pee. Your little milk chin is so precious. You know what's crazy, Phoenix? When my mom got breast cancer, she lives up in Seattle area. They told her that up at that latitude, right? Latitude, no matter what, even if you lived outside 24/7, you, because of the angle of the earth and the sun, you literally cannot get enough vitamin D. It's impossible. Even if you were outside 24/7 naked, he just said, and they were telling us this because they think that the lack of vitamin D has a lot to do with just like kind of skyrocketing cancer rates in the Pacific Northwest. And so they said that everybody should be taking a vitamin D supplement at that latitude. So I've been taking one ever since, just because genetically I don't want to get tit cancer. It is about break time. I've been obsessed with the new Orville track. Isn't it great? I really like Orville Peck. I don't know how to say it because he's kind of a cowboy, so a lot of people get nervous and they're like, oh my God, is it country? And I'm like, I don't want to say no because I'm not lying. It's a little country-ish, but like, not really. Save the titties and or don't let them take you out. Like, what a lame body part to take you out. Titties, you can get new ones. Chop that shit off. Get the new ones. Hi, Bill. I see you back there. Do we need to go outside? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. You want to go outside, go potty? Okay. 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 I love you, bud. One of my regulars at work has works at a cancer hospital. She told me the same thing. Dude, it's crazy. That'll be a yes. Wow. I've been attacked. That was instant. All right, break time. BRB. Stretch your legs. Go pee. The sounds that were coming out of my headphones just laying on my desk, not good. I don't know what that was. No idea. So I was looking at Streamlabs, not that anybody cares, but all those weird things just happening in my cup over here being busy. Streamlabs hasn't even updated all the events that have happened today. It hasn't updated since like 17 hours ago. So I think this is all old events happening, dropping into this from last night or something that didn't register, and I don't know why. Ma'am? I'm sorry. Good Lord, ma'am. What up, VR? I hope you're doing well, honey bean. Wow, that's not hot. I'm gonna nuke that a little bit. I think I put too much almond milk in it. I made my coffee a little strong this morning. Zach hit his sub point goal 41 minutes into stream just now. I can hear him. That's fucking crazy. I know. I'm just heating my coffee, but I can hear that in the background. He does his if then to hit his sub goals on this day, whatever it is, the first day of the year, whatever the fuck. Year? Month? And I just heard him say, we hit our fucking sub goal, which is crazy. So to all of you that support him, thank you for that. You're wonderful. I just woke up. Oh God, you need some caffeine or something. I gave myself extra sleep because yesterday we streamed like almost 11 hours, like right on the brink. And so I gave myself extra sleep this morning. So I feel slept, but tired. New month. Praise Scun. God damn it. I got it very hot. Someone has to. We can't let Zeke back out into society. Can you imagine the ruckus he would cause? Is it because it's cracked? It's so hot on that side? Holy crap. Ugh, this poor cup is just going down every day. Into the future. How dare you? How dare you? Time keeps tipping into the future. I did not tie these tight enough today. They're just falling out of my skull. It's fine. How did I do them today? How did I do buns today? All right. Because chill day, I have no plans. I just want to relax. I was just going to play Fallout and go fishing, and we can just talk like normal. All the inappropriate things we normally talk about. That's all I got. We all needed it. Yeah, I think like I just was raised for so long in my life not listening to my body that listening to my body is like really hard for me to do. Especially when my body's like, hey, you were live for like almost 11 hours yesterday. Like maybe you need some sleep. And I was like, nah, that's nothing. Whatever. Which is psychotic. That's psychotic behavior. That's crazy. No one would say that to another person. No one would be like, only 11? Unless you're a nurse. Then they'd be like, how'd you get off at 11 hours? The fuck? Oh my God, fuck off, Mel. That makes me so happy. I love using my Prime here. When Zeke asks for Prime subs, I get the opportunity to mention how I enjoy giving my fat Prime to his wife. Do you want me to bend over for it to make it worse? Then you can tell him that, because I'll do that next time. Hold on. I'm ready. I like to add a little salt on the wound. Same. That was the worst part. I loved working night shift, but I hated the wind down. Like, it's impossible to just go to sleep after a shift, and none of us live, 5 minutes from work. It's very rare that you live 5 minutes from work. So, like, I had a 30 to 40 minute commute home, and then by the time I got home at, like, 8:30 in the morning, then you need that wind down period for your brain to, like, turn off from working all night long. So I usually wasn't falling asleep until like 10. And then because I need time before I actually go to work to like wake up and get my brain going, I'd wake up at like 2. I'd go live by 3 in the afternoon, and then I'd stream on Twitch doing my makeup and stuff and just talking, and then I'd go straight to work. It was crazy. Crazy. It was a crazy time. I'd get home, scrubs off, into shower, never ate during shift, so I'd still need same, and then need to wind down time too, 100%, literally. I actually got a futon and put it in my basement where there's no windows and shit, like an actual basement, just to help with that process. And I would go down to the basement with like a bowl of cereal or something to try to eat, and then my iPad, and I would like watch Bob Ross reruns and eat cereal in the dark and then try to go to sleep because it was like cold and dark down there, and it would help me. And also the lack of windows helps you like stay asleep as long as possible, but it never was easy. Yep. And that was the worst thing, was that I would butt all the days together. So like I would arrange my shifts. So I would work 3 days and then have my next 3 days right after that. So I would work 6 days straight. So I'd have like 8 days off, which was great. But I would spend like 3 to 4 days of those 8 days just recuperating from working 6 12-hour shifts in a row, and then also like mentally trying to switch back into daytime mode just to like hang out with human beings, because people will be like, oh my God, it's Katie's day off, let's do brunch, and I'm just like, it was just a weird time. I miss certain parts of it, but there's so much of it I don't miss in any way, shape, or form. I love a Bob Ross stream. He is genuinely just such a calming human being. Is all-nighters were the thing until the sleep deprivation kicks in. Oh, it's impossible. It's so crazy how anybody gets actual adequate sleep like that. It's just, I just don't understand how you do it. Bob Ross reruns were amazing. Oh my God. This was like during the height of the Bob Ross thing. And it was like a lifesaver, because he's always at this mellow tone and he'll never go above it. And everything's, that mistake's just a happy tree now. And it's just so easy to pass out to. I'm an idiot who's driving back into it shortly after my immune system's still trying to rebuild, but I'm starting slow. Princess shifts, not 16s. Good. Isn't it disgusting that under 16 hours is considered a princess shift? Like, do you remember before you were a nurse? Genuinely, I know we do. Do you remember working retail when people were like, I have an 8-hour shift today and I just fucking can't do it? And we're out here like, you want me to stay how many hours out over my scheduled shift? 4? You want me to do 16 shift and a half? Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. It's whatever. Let me just get a cup of coffee. We decided to become gremlins. I don't know what happened. It's so real though. Yeah, it's just the ICU. It's just the cardiac center of of a massive trauma center. When I say, it's so fucked up. When I get in my druthers about this and I get real pissy about it, I'll say to my community, I'm like, what's scary about going to the hospital is you don't know if you're getting a nurse on hour 1 or hour 16. You don't know if you're getting a nurse on shift 1 or shift 8. You have no idea. But if I was to ask you which one you prefer, I bet I could guess. Legit, I'm critical care cardiac. Hard same. I actually, when I was surgical, I went like general surgery. General, it was like a lot of plastics. Surgical was when I left Hopkins. Cardiac was fun. This is why I left cardiac. Nothing wrong with cardiac. I highly encourage anyone going into the cardiac field. It's fucking fascinating. Hearts are incredible. I worked in a pulmonary clinic too. That was pretty fascinating. Our cardiac center, at least, was cardiac as well as lung transplants. And the lung transplants really killed my soul. And I've talked about it, and I'm sure you're well aware of it. But like a lung transplant only has to survive for a year, and you're considered a survival. So we'll keep you in the ICU for exactly 365 days, and we will check you out on 366. Because no matter, even if you die on day 366, you're now statistically a survivor of a lung transplant. So our hospital can record 100% success rate. And so we would end up caring for these people that we absolutely knew would die without us. 100% that were lung transplants. And we would just like force them to stay alive until that 365. It was really fucked up. It really wore on me as a human being. And I couldn't anymore. So I went to general surgical where it was like, less transplants, more like flaps and shit. It's so sad. The trachs, exactly. And you're walking them every day and you're going through the steps like they're going to be discharged. And the whole time you're just like, they're being NT sucked every fucking day. Multiple times. That shit is just like heart-wrenching. Mom and dad both worked in pulmonary. That is crazy, Chris. That is such a hard... It's hard. I mean, like you guys know that. You hear my stories all the time. It's a rough place to work. Heart transplants, watching 20-year-olds wait for a year, watching people too unstable but in such need, or have them get it, yay, but then all the complications, yep. Or the people waiting for the heart sitting with LVADs and they're crazy. Yes. And that's where I would come in because I started specializing in ECMO. And we had an ECMO center where it was like people, like ECMO is essentially what happens. It's the endocorporeal membrane oxygenation. It's when your lungs are so sick that if I was to inflate them, they would actually burst. And there's something wrong with you. You're so sick or you're so big or something like that where I can't do vibration ventilation or high HV jet or whatever. So we end up bypassing your lungs and heart and using a machine. So I've talked about it before, but it's the 2 gigantic tubes coming out from under your ribs and it's just blood and they're hot. It is crazy, crazy. But that's where you end up going from cardiac if you're that sick. You were on it? Oh my God. Amazing. It's magic. How did that? Oh my God. I have so many, I don't even know how to ask. Amazing. I've never, you know what's crazy? And I'm sure you experienced this. One of the sad parts about working ICU or CCU really is that you end up not really seeing the bright side of people getting better and leaving. You see them at the sickest, sick. And then usually by the time they're on the uptick, they get downgraded to a new department. So you don't even really get to see it. So I never have actually gotten to speak to a patient of mine who was on ECMO. I've never spoken to a patient of mine that was on ECMO. I think I can almost say that with 100% positivity, which is wild. I've just never, we downgrade to ventilator. And then I'll have 3 days off, and by the time those 3 days are up, you're gone. you're downgraded or dead. Like, not gone, like you're dead, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so rare that I actually got to experience that. It kind of sucks. It offloads all the work from your organs so your body can rest. Literally, it's fascinating. I don't go into this detail in Rom's channel. The only channel I usually talk and hang in about my health or anything. You don't, I mean, I hope nothing, like you never feel pressured to share anything personal, but we love listening to fun personal stories. Like, I love listening to medical stories because, like I said, I very rarely had patients even I could talk to. Most of them were on ventilators. Ventilators, BiPAPs, trachs. It's so rare that I get to, like, hear about that end of it. Oh my God, no, you're not oversharing. We love that. I love that shit. There's so many, like, really cool people in the community who are medical. Another Twitch channel, if you haven't followed, I haven't seen him around in a bit because he's been busy trying to fucking find work. But his claim to fame, which is pretty cool, is that he was personally fired by Donald Trump. He is his Twitch name is Dr. Neuro. So literally just Dr. Neuro, twitch.tv/Dr. Neuro. You're fired, literally. So I worked with him. He was a neurosurgeon at Hopkins. We worked together at Hopkins in surgery. And then he moved to work with the CDC during COVID and was a phenomenal part of that, like helping get the real information out. He would actually go live on Twitch and like share with people real statistics, the real information of what's actually going on with the world, not just the fake sensationalized bullshit, whatever. And because Donald Trump doesn't want anyone smart in the government, he personally fired him because he's like super hyper intelligent. It's crazy. But follow him on Twitch. He does stream every once in a while, and he's one of my favorite people in the whole world. He's great. There's a lot of Hopkiners on here that are just like, we lurk. This playlist, oh my God, if you want to listen to it, it's Tame Impala Radio, Vex. I've been listening to it a lot lately. My game's been updating for like 5 minutes. I'm going to crash this. Hold on. I mean, that's why I pay to have those emotes. That's a BTTV one, right? Yeah. I pay like, I don't know, $4.99, $5.99, something to $99 a month so we can have all the BTTV emotes we want. So every time you use them, I smile. It makes me happy. Please use them. Oh, I love Purity Ring. They're great. Big fan. I have beef with you. Thanks for getting the phrase, "It smells of boy" in this chat to be part of my normal lingo. How dare. I'm so sorry. But like, I didn't come up with that. Real talk. I did adopt it and stole it, but was it Mishy who said it first? And we just were all like, it does. I've been trying to get used to sleeping with a CPAP machine. CPAPs are terrible, Dawn. What kind of face mask do you have? And do you have any access to like a fitting appointment with an RT where you can get different masks to wear? Because a CPAP, you have so many more options because it's not a full closed system. Like you can get nasal pillows and stuff. CPAP sucks. It just sucks, but there are options. I'm sorry if I'm going total. I'm not your medical care provider. Please tell me to fuck off. But my instinct is like, oh, honey, we have options. There's so many different masks you can get. And so many different face setups and different headgear you can get and little jelly pieces that make it so things aren't causing breakdown on your nose and stuff like that. Like these little pieces of like Mepilex and whatnot. There's so many things we can do. Like, don't ever let them make you feel like, here's your nasal mask and it's going to suck your face the rest of your life. Like, my God, you have options. They fitted me with a small size mask and a mouth breather and they won't give me anything but the damn headgear is what drives me nuts. They wouldn't give you, it's because you're a mouth breather, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's kind of a catch. So the better you start respirating at nighttime and the better you start resting, you'll become less of a mouth breather. We do have a mechanism. It's literally like a jaw strap. But you say the headgear is what's driving you nuts the most. It's a jaw strap to hold your fucking mouth shut. It's very gentle. It's seriously like you can pull it down. It's not like, it's so crazy actually how delicate it is, but it's just enough that if your jaw relaxes, it holds it in place. Because what happens with a lot of people that snore and need a CPAP or something like that, it's not just that you're a mouth breather, because you can see when you open, See how the jaw's going down? But when we go to sleep and open slack jaw, see how it goes back? Your jaw actually falls back a little bit. So like when we intubate people and shit, we do a jaw thrust. We put our fingers here and keep your jaw forward. That jaw fall back is actually what's causing a lot of the occlusion in the airway. It's so worth looking into. This is what, Dawn, you are so welcome to always pick me like this. Like, pick my brain is what I mean. Pick me like this. Pick my brain like this because I'm not being paid by any financial institution or any medical institution whatsoever, and I will not lie to you. They will because they're either lazy or they don't want to pay for the item. Now you know it exists. And by law, it is malpractice not to offer it to you. Throw that shit around. They hate it. We drop knowledge here. This is a learning space. What's the Aspire? Hold on. It sounds familiar. Oh my God, is that the sticker? Dude, these are incredible. I was just talking about these recently. Yeah, it's like a stickum and then a thing in there that like triggers the epiglottis not to shut. Oh, it's fascinating. It's the Inspire. It's the Inspire. Oh my God, yes. It's fucking magic. Oh my God, they're incredible. Yeah, those were like just coming out when I was working at Hopkins still. Yep, they're absolute magic. Please ask about the Inspire. Most insurance companies like it and will cover it because it is less disposable pieces that they're covering all the time. Like y'all know my bitching about CPAPs and BiPAPs. Like most insurance companies cover one CPAP for life. Insane. That's insane. We know 20-year-olds and teens who get sleep apnea. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to use one CPAP your entire life? Like, that's insane. Thankfully, we come out with things like the Trilogy and shit like that are adaptive, but still not good enough. That's crazy. Whereas this thing is like an implant and then a stickum, and it's you just should go. It's fucking incredible. And that's the thing. Like, if the CPAP is, sure, it's helping you breathe at night, but if it's literally causing more sleep deprivation than it's worth, it's absolutely more advantageous for your insurance company to cover and Inspire, as opposed to something that is like, because we all know that sleep deprivation is fucking terrible for you. I do get masks and headgear pretty regular for free. I want the implant, but not sure I can get it, but working on it. No, 100%. It's free to you, but the insurance company and everyone's paying for it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the insurance company, if they see that you're getting, like, they're paying for lots of things for you. You're paying for it because you pay for insurance. You know what I'm saying? Or Medicare or whatever. It's less for them to pay for. The game finally stopped, by the way. We're here. We're here and I just really wanted to catch that last bog lurker. Thank you for letting me use your fishing spot. That was fucking sick. Soulpole, thank you for playing with me. Thank you for everybody who comes and plays with me every day. I have a fucking blast. I love this game. Life has been weirdly stressful lately. Not like in the worst way possible, just like added stressors that don't make sense and shouldn't exist. And, you know, with my computer being a bastard, you know. It's been rough, so it's been really, really nice to just have a game that, like, nothing really matters and I can just bop around in, and your guys helping makes everything so much easier. Oh my God, are they? Oh my God, I haven't seen Elle in ages. It feels like ages. I haven't seen Elle in ages. That's where we're gonna go. If you don't know my friend Elle, she's one of my favorite people in the entire world. She's fucking incredible. But I haven't... Yes. What the fuck? Did you just cancel my raid? Twitch. It did. Did it? All right. There we go. As usual, we have movie night in the Discord in less than 30 minutes. And by as usual, I mean we always have movie night every single night. I have no idea what Knives is going to be playing for us anymore. I'm sure he has more spoopies though. And like, we don't do anything. We don't do Christmas until like a week before Christmas or whatever. But so don't worry about that. But we do love spoopies. So there might be more spoopies. I have no idea. We'll have to see in 20 minutes in our Discord. I'll be here tomorrow. Monday's normal day off day, and that's the day I'm going to go to Micro Center and see if they have any of the parts for my PC that I need for like open box, steep ass discount and shit like that. And I'm really fucking excited because we're going to put PC together. We're going to put a PC together. Ooh, I have a sub anniversary there. Okay. Take your joy. Take care of yourselves. I don't know if he's done being tattooed, but if not, I'll host. It doesn't matter. I'll be there. I love you. Bye.